Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Frank, and I'm bringing to you a Neverwinter video. Some tips for beginners. Before we get into the list and everything else, I do want to point out that this is not proven by any means necessary. This is just things that if I was to start a new character tomorrow and have zero knowledge about the game, this is how I would do it. Again, you can take it or leave it. It's 100% up to you, but we'll go ahead and get underway. When I first started the game, a friend of mine told me about VIP, and I was very skeptical about the thing. I didn't want to do it. I thought, why spend $10 a month for a game if it's free? At some point in the game, you don't have to spend $10. You can buy it with in-game currency. You can go to your Astro Diamond exchange, and you could buy 1,000 Zen for whatever their current rate is, which is right now it's the lowest is 310. So you would buy 1,000 Zen for 310 each. So you're looking at 310,000 Astro Diamonds to get your VIP, 30 days of VIP, which at my level and the way I grind is not a lot. It's a couple days worth of AD. But starting out, it's going to take you forever to get 310,000. One, because you're not going to be able to salvage anything. Two, you are going to want to buy things as you go, which is, a bad mistake starting out. We'll talk about what you should buy, what you should not buy starting out later in the video. But while we're on the topic of VIP, to me, I think that is the best part about starting is VIP. So we're going to go into and elaborate more on the VIP aspect. There's 12 tiers. Obviously, you'll start at 1 all the way up to 12. Each tier, you'll gain benefits, and you'll have the same benefits as if you would have 2, you would have the same benefits as 1. You would have 1 and 2 benefits, and so on and so on and so on. Why this is important is you gain experience. You get an experience bonus, you'll get epic keys, and you'll get an enchanted key. Starting at rank 1, you'll get 1 enchanted key and 1 epic dungeon key. Starting off, leveling 1 through 70, you're not going to be able to use your epic dungeon keys. However, with the looming key changes where you can have to use a key every time you open a chest, having a stockpile of keys is going to be beneficial to the game. As you move through the ranks, you'll unlock more epic keys. Like 4, you'll get 2 epic keys every day instead of 1. And another benefit to it is your enchanted key. Your enchanted key will stay at 1 regardless. But that is probably the second, if not the first, best thing about it. You can get the enchanted key, as you'll see here, once a day per account. You can claim the purple VIP rewards. That's where your enchanted key will be at. On every character that you have in the game, you can claim the green bag or the VIP character rewards here. Out of the purple one, you'll get 1 enchanted key, and out of the green one, you'll get your dungeon keys and your identification scrolls. This is very important. So you will get the enchanted key to unlock boxes that you'll accumulate while killing enemies. I got the Profession Master Pack, which is probably the worst thing out of the get. But you can get valuable things. You can get great mounts. You can get great, companions and stuff like that. As you see, this is the list of things to get, and mine's right here, very bottom. This is actually better than that, but that's neither here nor there. As you see, you can get a lot of things here. Obviously, the orange is the more valuable, and so on and so on. But hypothetically speaking, I could sell this and accumulate Astral Diamonds. I would get about 12 to 13k. As you see, if you do that 30 days and you don't need the stuff when you're opening them, you see you can make your VIP just by selling whatever you open up out of your boxes. So hypothetically speaking, the VIP will pay for itself. Another list of benefits you'll get is as you move up through the rank, you'll unlock certain things that you can summon, like a signpost. This signpost will allow you to travel anywhere in the game that you already have unlocked. This will allow you to send items and receive items via player to player or the auction house. This will allow you to salvage items on point, and this will bring out a vendor so you can actually sell things that when your items inventory gets filled up. So you see, this is still, it's worth it. So I would recommend you start out with at least $10 of VIP to get your first month of VIP. Depends on how you are at grinding and how much you play the game. The first 30 days, you could have your character to 70 and have, you're ready to do epic dungeons, and you can start accumulating all your AD you need from that, so you don't have to spend any money in the game. Again, if you don't want a VIP, you think it's too much, you think I'm going to play the game for a little bit, I completely understand. That's about it for the VIP. I know I covered a lot here on the VIP. I just think it's the most vital point of this video is stating the fact that VIP is really worth getting starting off at the game. Next is your professions. Your professions, starting off, you might think they're stupid and tedious and pointless, but at end game, having some characters with high professions, especially in this here leadership and jewel crafting and alchemy. As you see, I'm level 1 in alchemy. You can start making money. You can start making decent money. You can leadership, I know, is a good way to get refinement. Once you get to 21, you can start making bags that give you refinement to upgrade your characters, enchantments and items and artifacts and stuff like that. And jewel crafting allows you to make personalized rings and armor kits and stuff, and same thing with the other ones down here. Each of them have their own designated stuff that they can make for characters. But if I was you, I would start with one of the three. Alright, next point. Character build. I've played a lot of games in my time. I mean, just for my Xbox, my gamer score is over 115,000. So I've played a lot of games. I've played a lot of MMOs, and this is the first MMO that I've came across that your character build starting out is vital to the end game completion. You want to find a build. If you want, I can link a website in the description. MMO Minds. It's a lot of where characters or players will put their character builds up. You kind of want to stick to something that's current. Right now, if you're watching this video the day of the release, we're sitting in mod 10. Here on the 17th of January, we'll be sitting in mod 10.5. So you want to sit and you want to look around for builds that are around that mod level. You don't want something that's outdated, because this game, the characters' abilities and the buffs and the nerfs happen very frequently. So what's good at mod 10 and what's good at mod 6 are completely different. Like the Commander Strike on the GF is going to change over in mod 10.5, so the GF build is going to change up probably. Again, I will link that in the description below if you guys want to check out the website, or if you want to stop by my stream and ask any other pointers or helpful tips, by all means, I'll link that my Twitch stream link in the description below as well. Moving on, daily dungeons. Dungeons is one of the main ways to build up your astral diamonds. Starting off, you'll have access to a couple of them: Cloak Tower, Crypts, the Den. As you level up, you'll have access to more and more. You can refine 36,000 astral diamonds a day per character. So you can gain a lot from your dungeons. You can get some from your skirmishes, as you see here at the top right, the tabs. So you have your dungeons, you have your epic dungeons, you have your skirmishes, and you have your epic trials or your other epic dungeons, and you have PvP. You can get astral diamonds from each of these, but there's also a cap to those as well. Your skirmishes are easy, and your dungeons are real easy to do. With that being said, I would accumulate this into your daily activities if you're playing the game. Get on, do a dungeon or two in the dungeon in a skirmish or 2 skirmishes, or do something that you're getting AD from. Because at the end of the day, your AD, you might not realize that you need AD while leveling, but at end game, you need as much AD as possible. Moving on. Finding a good guild. Leveling up your character, you're going to get invites to guilds. I'm not saying join a guild until you find something better. Just be aware that there's good options out there while leveling your character. Also, being in a guild will gain you additional daily missions, will gain you additional XP from those said missions. Another point of being in a decent guild is people to play with. As if you guys have ever played MMOs, playing MMOs is not very fun when playing solo. So you want to find a guild so you have people to play with and make the game more enjoyable. You also want to surround yourself with good players, because good players will take you far. Having players who really aren't concerned with the game, and having players who could care less are going to be detrimental when you're trying to gain experience and gain astral diamonds and everything else that you need in a game. I've been playing this game for almost 10 months now. I play it every day, and it's a free game. So at the end of the day, you can't beat that. One of the main reasons why I keep playing this every day is because of the people I play with. So take it as it is. Some people prefer playing solo, but at the end of the day, you're playing a MMO. So take that into consideration. We're going to go to the next step, and we're going to talk about bonding stones. As of right now, bonding stones, I'll take you here and show you some of the stat increases that my bonding stones give. Having the right companion with the right bonding stones and everything else, your character stats will proc up more than what your character stats are sitting at without them. We'll go ahead and get in that here in 1 second. Alright, bonding stones. They're enchantments that you can put on your rune stones that you can put on your companion to increase the companion's stats. As you see, I have rank 12s. 12's the highest an enchantment can get up, or rune stone can get up to. As you see, on the offensive slot, I gain 840 power for each of these. Equipped, when your companion activates its power, it has a chance to grant you Companion's Gift, which grants you 95% of your companion's stats for 20 seconds for each rank 12 bonding. As you see, that's a lot of stats. If you see here on the right, my companion is sitting at 6,400 power. So my stats are currently 32k power, 17.6 critical strike, and 16.4 defense. We're gonna attack these dummies, and I'll show you what my my stats proc up quickly with my companion. You see, I'm procking up to 66k power, 67k power, almost 32k defense, or I'm sorry, 32k crit. As you see, my stats proc up a lot just by having my companion out with 12 bondings on. Starting off, you're not going to have 12 bondings. You should go for either 7s or 8s, whatever you can afford. But with you working on bonding stones, you're not going to see character growth right off the bat. But however, you will see your character do more damage. That is the most vital part of doing damage in this game, is your companion. If your companion isn't where it needs to be, you will not do damage. And if you are competitive, you're going to want to do as much damage as possible in every single dungeon, and you're going to want to out DPS everyone. It's a good feeling when you shouldn't out DPS someone, but you do, mostly because of your companion. But we'll go over that. I'll make a video of the stats that I proc up to, or someone else procs up to, with 12 bondings on, and then I'll make a video of their stats procking up with the 7s or 8s on. Show you the difference of the runestones and why you should increase the level of those first outside of your character's runestones. The next thing is we're going to talk about the ensorcel weapons. The ensorcel weapons are one of the few weapons in the game that level with your character. So obviously, while you're leveling a character, you're going to want to have those. They're relatively cheap for the most part, and they will cap out at 70. I used mine until I got my twisted set, because at the time I didn't want to grind for the elemental artifact weapons. I just wanted to grind for the twisted set. So starting off, I would save up my IED that you get and buy your Sorcel main hand and your Sorcel offhand. And I'll tell you what, the first 5 people that watch this video and leave a comment saying they need their ensorcel for Xbox One, I will contact you personally and I will buy you your set of ensorcel weapons for your character. However, you have to leave a comment saying you need the ensorcel set. That is pretty much it. That is the tips and the things I wanted to discuss with you guys while starting off. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below. Let me know, and or stop by the stream. I'm always streaming. I'll leave that again in the description below, letting you guys check it out and ask me questions and whatever else may be. We do have a lot of good things coming up. We do have a nice size giveaway on there, but we will talk about that in a later video. Again, thanks for the time. Thanks for watching. And if you like and you want to see more videos, not just Neverwinter but other games, like, comment, and subscribe.